You're watching Metallica Mania, and I'm back with another album review. As you can see the title, I'm going to be reviewing or praising a Korn album. Okay, so this is the band that I was into when I was in high school, and I've recently returned to Korn, and that's the backstory with me and Korn. Um, yeah, let's go into it. What I like, this album is Korn, honestly. This album is Korn. That's all I really have to say. Another outing that delivers on what Korn is supposed to sound like. Nothing special, but something familiar to their fans. Very short, like almost like 30 minutes. Not like their debut album, which is about an hour, like 50 minutes, an hour, and the last song about like a 15-minute track. This has none of those. It's more like 3 minute, 4 minute songs, and that's good, honestly. If this album was any longer, it'd be boring as shit, but it's very good. It's very focused. I like it. Um, it gives you a perfect length. Doesn't let it get stale. Um, there's some really big moments, and there's some really like let downy moments. Um, let's talk about the standout tracks. I'm going through this quite fast. There's not really a whole lot to say about this album. It's mostly like the run of the mill Korn albums. I kind of like threw it probably where what is that album? Their 2004 album, that one. Their 2006 or 2003, those types of albums. Not anywhere near like Korn 3 or kind of where some of their like really like run of the mill albums are. It's kind of that way. It's kind of a run of the mill album, but it's still good. I still like a lot of the songs on it. Some of the songs like Lost in the Grandeur, Disconnect, and Hopeless and Beaten are kind of like letdowns almost. Like it's more like those are like the worst songs in the album, but they're still good. They're still fun to listen to, but I'd probably not want to go back to them. That's mostly what I don't like about this album is some of the songs are quite not up to par to the other tracks on the album. Let's go into the standouts though. Forgotten. The song Forgotten, the first song, has some power behind it. That big Korn oomph, that boom that they have with their guitars. And the choruses are more laid back and less like in your face like the original ones like Ball Tongue or any of those songs, the original Korn songs that are like really like in your face and hard. It's more Jonathan Davis is more of like just singing clean throughout the whole thing. There's not a lot of that oomph in the actual like vocals like some of the old ones. Let the Dark Do the Rest, amazing riff, great chorus. This song is a standout, definitely. Um, Start the Healing, really mellow song, honestly. Really mellow. Probably not the most mellow song in the album, the most mellow songs in the album I mentioned before, and they really don't like, stand out. They blend together, and it's like just a big clumpy mess in the middle of the record. But yeah, Penance to Sorrow. Some reason this song stands out. I cannot explain it. It's like those other three that I mentioned before that are kind of like the mess that's in the middle of the record. It's them going through the motion, but the song is just so damn good for some reason. There's just no way to explain why it's good. Some songs you just cannot not explain. They're the run of the mill bands going through the motions, giving Korn fans like basically Korn, like nothing like above and beyond. There is some really above and beyond songs like Forgotten, Let the Dark Do the Rest, and Start the Healing. Those are above and beyond songs, honestly. There's some like big moments. My Confession, honestly, this song sounds like it would be on Life is Peachy with how it's like, and that's like the album that I had back then. that's the only album I ever had on CD from Korn until I just ordered a shit ton of Korn albums, and I ended up giving that to some kid at school um, to get him like into in metal, and I don't know if it worked or not, but I gave the kid the Life is Peachy album basically because I was out of Korn at that time. But that's like the album that was like the main, like, okay, I like this band. The stuff like Twist and Chi and Adidas, and yeah, that album was like my fucking childhood when it came to like metal music. I thought that was like the most hardcore shit back then. Yeah. It sounds like it'd be on Life is Peachy. It's more of a throwback song. Honestly, this album seems like more of like a throwback with like the guitars, but the actual like vocals are kind of like laid back. Worst is on its way, which is actually a quite not fitting name for this song. The worst, no, worst is on its way. No, it's not. There is no way the worst is on its way at the track number 9, the last fucking song in the record, and they sound like they're doing fucking Twist again. Like it goes like really good song. Sounds like old Korn. Sounds like amazing old shit that they would be doing back in the day, and then it goes and they do that fucking growl that they used to do on like songs like Freak on a Leash and yeah, those ones. The song Twist to start out Life is Peachy. This throws me back there and just gave me a fucking hit of nostalgia. And yeah, absolutely fucking fantastic. And as I said before, that was the only album I actually owned on CD from Korn at the time. Um, when I was doing when I was doing actual trading, on the other hand, I would trade one album to someone, and they would want an album, so I'd go out and get one that I don't want, and try to trade it to someone else to get like. And one of those ones was Unstoppables that I ended up trading to somebody, but I recently bought that one again, or bought that one that I traded for before, and oh my god, that album is so good too. Like, this is gonna be a ranking, honestly. This could be next week's ranking, and I might do that. Like, I know I shit on Korn back in the day. I know I shit on them like when I was a full-blooded fucking asshole elitist, but fuck, I'm missing a few years, and I bought their album that I've never listened to before either, their 2019 one that I ignored because it was not in my radar. But yeah, is this as good as the previous ones? Not as good as their originals. Like, absolutely not as good as their originals. I'd say the only one that was as good as the originals was 2016, and that's when I got into the band, and that's another one. I seen them on the fucking tour for that record, so that one is up there. But yeah, this one's kind of like the bottom, honestly. It's kind of like the very like not the smack dab bottom, but it's still like better than like half their stuff, but still like it's not a perfect record. It's not a perfect record by a long shot, but it is a really fun listen, and that's all that really fucking counts. What is perfection, honestly? Why are we shooting for perfection? All that I, all that, like, the Korn fans are gonna be fucking happy with this record, honestly. Like, it's not a complete blowout like Korn 3. Like, it's not a complete blowout like Korn 3 or the techno record that they did. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this album. I think that it's not perfect, but it's not. It's fucking fantastic, honestly. It doesn't have to be perfect to be fucking fantastic. So I think, hope you guys liked it, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another album review because I am backlogged because I've been ordering like albums that I've liked that I've listened to on Spotify. So stay tuned for those. I will see you guys in the next video.